Welcome back to my channel. It's Kayla. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 things I wish I could have told my teenage self. And some of these things I kind of need to hear now. Let's get into it. If I could go back and talk to my teenage self, I would have so much to say. Like, girl, you are not as grown as you think you are, but also you're doing the best you can with what you know. This is my big sister moment. 5 things I wish I told myself back then, because if you're a teen watching this, sis, I got you. So number 1, it's okay to be different. And like, that sounds so cliche, I hear this all the time, but seriously, it's okay to be different. The way I used to try to shrink myself just to fit in, a tragedy. Sometimes I didn't care, other times I did. I thought being different meant something was wrong with me sometimes, but in reality, the things that made me weird were the things that would make me stand out in the best way later on. My tips are: embrace what makes you you. Superpower. The cool crowd in high school won't matter in a few years. The people who you think that are popular are not going to matter in a few years. They might just peak. Trends fade, but self-confidence lasts. Besides, the people who called you weird, they're probably on TikTok doing the exact same things now that you want to do. Number 2, it was okay to need love and attention, but there were healthier ways to get it. I used to think needing love and validation made me weak. So instead of being honest about it, I'd look for it in all the wrong places. People who didn't care, friendships that drained me, doing things that weren't like me just to be liked. So you deserve love and attention, but from the right people. Don't settle for surface level validation. Real love fills, it doesn't drain. Learn to validate yourself so that you don't seek it desperately. And if I had just given myself the grace to say, hey, I need love right now, instead of pretending I was good all the time, I would have saved myself so much hurt. Number 3, it's okay not to love yourself fully yet and still need that extra love from parental figures. This is a hard one, especially if maybe you don't have the best parents, but people love to say you have to love yourself first. But honestly, that's a process, and expecting a teenager to have complete self-love figured out is unrealistic. And you know what? It's okay to need love from your parents, guardians, or even mentors while you're still learning how to give it to yourself. Like, that's normal, and I wish someone would have told me that. Self-love is a journey, not a switch. It's okay to need parental support. Humans thrive on love. If you didn't get the love you needed, you can still learn to love yourself now. You don't have to have it all together right now. Needing love doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Number 4, step out of the box. I should have told myself this when I was 14. Come out. I was so stuck in what I thought my career path had to be. Either do what people expected or follow the safe route. I never realized I had options or that I was allowed to change my mind. So my tips for you are to explore different paths. Your first dream isn't your only dream. College isn't the only option, but learning something is key. Learning something is key. You're not stuck. Pivoting is a part of life. And if you're forcing yourself into a career box just to please other people, girl, tear that box up. Number 5, love languages are real, but cherish the way people love you in their own. This is something I needed to hear myself now, because sometimes I still struggle with this, even as an adult. Love languages, life-changing, but I used to get so caught up in how I wanted love that I overlooked the way that people were already showing it. My tips for you is that not everyone loves in the same way, but that doesn't mean they don't love you. Learn to recognize love in different forms: acts of service, quality time, small check-ins. Appreciate what people can give, even if it's not exactly what you expected. Just because someone doesn't love you the way you imagined doesn't mean they don't love you at all. So important, honestly, to give yourself grace. If I could hug my younger self, I'd tell her this: you're doing just fine. You're learning and growing and healing in ways you don't even realize yet. Just keep going. And if you're watching this, I hope you know the same applies to you. So tell me, which one hit home for you? Like this video and needed to hear this today. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're growing together over here. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.